going on, guys? It's your boy 808 Renegade. Today we are starting the first deck profile on the Garden Island TCG. Alright, so today we have James Kukui. He was playing
Dogmatika Eldlich. None of that invoke shit because, you know, Alistair never resolves.
It never
And
does.
Synchron is kind of like, Synchron's cool, but like, it's like the same thing as Alistair. Your Needle Fiber never resolves.
Can you say his last name again?
Oh my gosh. Alright, so
Let's get into the deck profile.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yes. No, I'm just saying you have it right there.
So, of course, you gotta play the 3 Ecclesia starter card. It's like the only normal summon in the deck. I thought about playing like Magician Souls, so you can make like a Link Rebull and then special summon it from hand. But Magician Souls is like Alistair, it never resolves, so there's no point. And like this never resolves, but it doesn't matter because she doesn't die by monsters from extra deck, so you just live with it. Then the one Flirteries. I was playing 2 originally, but I kept drawing it in like opening hands and it was super bad. And then I drew it a lot today, you know, with nothing. So that's nice. 3 Golden Lords, expensive Eldorado, costs its weight in gold, literally. You can play 2, but I just like playing 3 because seeing it is important instead of searching it. Because like for some reason a lot of people negate like golden the Cursed Eldlich card. And then also it's a hand effect is really relevant right now. People playing Winda and all that kind of weird stuff. And then hand traps. I just played 3 Ash, and I played 3 Imperm. I wanted to play Gamma, but the deck doesn't have any room for it. And the only issue with Gamma is you usually have a monster on board. And a lot of your starter cards, like Nadir Servant, if they have the hand trap for that, then it is what it is. But a lot of the times you're gonna normal summon Ecclesia and they're gonna negate that. So I'd rather just kept it. I mean, I wanted to play 9 hand traps, there's just no room, and it's a going first deck, so it's like it's the same thing. And then for spells, I played 3 of the Cursed Eldlich, Cleaford Scout, paying 8. And then for the Elixir of Await, or the spell Elixirs is 1 white and 1 black. I sided out white a lot because it's only good against like matchups like Infernoid or decks that play Call by Grave. Because if you were to like say send the Eldlich and then they would try to banish it, you can just chain this and bring it back. So yeah. And
Or
then,
if they kaiju the Eldlich.
oh yeah, if they kaiju the Eldlich, then you activate this and bring it back, and it's like nothing happened, and then you have a free kaiju. So 3 Nadir. This card's broken. It literally says send the card from your extra deck, pop a card, search a card. So with that. And then I played a lot of Extravagance because I was gonna play Souls because with Souls you have to play 2 of these, and then drawing these is like really crappy if you don't have this. So there's no point. So this kind of just replaced Souls, and it was fine. I never banished like much. In testing I banished 3 Natis twice, but still won because Eldlich. And then for like the going second and going first card, kind of, it's Forbidden Droplet. This card alone probably won me a lot of my matchups. I drew it when I needed it and didn't see it in many multiples, which is nice. And then the traps, 3 of the Conquistador, pop a face-up card, level 5, crappy attack but nice butt. And then Paquetto, I only played 2 because none of the decks like revolve around the graveyard besides like Eldlich. And I wanted to play another Golden Land card, so I played 2 and then I played the 1 Golden Land Forever, the counter trap. Never resolved it, but I had it a lot of the times and they just swoop because they know that they can't play through whatever I had on field. And then 3 of the Sanguines. Free Eldlich monster. And then because I don't play an extra deck, like I never went into it. I mean, I went into it once today, I made a Celine into an access code, but I played Punishment at 2. I wanted to play it at 3, but drawing multiples of this card is kind of crappy if you're going first because you can only really use 1, and you're never going to use all of it in 1 turn or 1 game, so 2 is fine, and it's searchable. And then I play Skill Drain because Eldlich. So it's a free. It's a free negate, and then my monsters are big, so it's like you have to out it. Sucks against Blue Eyes, but I think I have to play against that today. And then the two cards that I wanted to tech in today was Ice Dragon's Prison. I resolved it once today, but I drew it a lot, like game ones, and when I was going second. So if I went first, then this card would have been probably really good, but I never got to use it. I mean, I used it against one person, and I banished like his rock monsters, so he couldn't like continue playing. And yeah,
Extra deck.
extra deck tokens. Shout out to Team YCS, Rigo, Will, and my sad self who got played into time 3 rounds in a row, and we bubbled because of it. So I mean, like as I said, the extra deck's kind of just whatever. You can use whatever you want in it, but like there's a few like staple-ish cards I would play. So I played the Rendell. I side decked Draw Unlock, and I wanted to see if I could ever resolve this in a Draw Unlock, but after round 1 I realized it's never gonna be summoned, and if I were to summon a rank 5, it would just be one of these two, and the only reason I played 2 is because of the pot of extra. And then I played the big trains that say we. The reason why this card is really good right now is because if you play against a mirror match and they summon an Ecclesia, you just attack into it. Can't die, and they just take like 10k. So that's free.
Free match.
And then Exceeds, 1 BLS Link, 1 Celine.
Exceeds.
Or not Exceeds, sorry. That was the Exceeds. Link monsters, whatever these things are called. Generic synchros on crack. So the BLS Link because it's Eldlich and it's easy to be made. Celine because this is a spellcaster, which I think is retarded, but it's a spellcaster.
I was thinking.
It allows you to play a Secret Village with the spellcasters if you really wanted to. It's just not worth it because if you draw and you don't draw her, it's like, well, you lose. And then Access Code because it's generic, and I actually summoned it today. Out of all the cards in my extra deck, I think I only summoned these 2 today, which was nice. Won me a game. And then Synchros, I played 1 Omega and then 1 of the Wind Ignister. I never resolve it, but it's just like, if you play against someone that's playing Maximus, and since I don't play the Nova thing, I just send this and like a Natis. So I either pop a card, and then when they try to like pop cards on my field in later turns with like the punishment, I can just spin back their Ecclesia so their Fleur de Ris is useless or something like that. But a lot of times it is useless because I don't have an extra deck monster on the field ever, and that's why I like this deck, because I just normal summon Ecclesia and play. And then fusions, obviously the 3 Natis. I only play 3, or I have to play 3 because of Pot of Extravagance. And then 2 of the Ash Dragons, which I actually never sent today, because every time I saw the Dogmatika engine, I saw all of it in one opening hand. I would like open an Ecclese, a Fleur de Ris, and or a Nadir, and a Dogmatika Punishment. So I'd just be like, okay, whatever. If this gets the Effect Veiler, then I still have the Punishment in hand. Sometimes you get lucky. Side deck, I played 2 Sphere Mode. My theory behind this is because there's a lot of Adamanta players here, and I don't need a really normal summon. I mean, if I open the Eldritch Core, it's good. And then this also just gets rid of Herald, and Herald is kind of an issue for this deck, because you can't send the Golden Lord to get his effect to pop. So the only person I saw it against was a Pendulum player, and I saw both of them in my opening hand, and I still won because he drew really bad, and he didn't really have a negate board. He just had 3 monsters, and he can't get rid of this, so if it just sits on my field, he can't kill it, and he can't kill me, so I'll just gain advantage until the point I can kill him. So that's why I played it. I mean, I really played it for Adamance players, but that's not the point. And I played 2 Lancias. So this is for like the Invoked Dragma matchup. It's for Adamantipator. It's for all the Invoked matchups, really. It's for Dinosaurs especially. This card kills Dinosaurs single-handedly. And then I played Draw Unlock. Pendulums, Invoked matchups, Dragma matchups. It's a good card overall. And then removals, I played 3 Cosmics. well, I guess I should just... And 3 Lightning Storm. So this goes in against matchups that play like single... For this is when I go first, and I need like an extra removal card, and I don't want to like rely on a Conquistador and a Elixir to be in my opening hand. This will get rid of like Numeron Network when I'm going first. It screws over Pendulums because it banishes their scales, etc. And then this is for like, oddly enough, this is for like that Dogmatika Invoke matchup. Because if they have a punishment, you just drop this, you get rid of the Meltdown and a punishment, and whatever card they may have set. So it just blows out. And not a lot of people summon in attack mode anymore, so it's not really a Regeki. It happens once in a time. Once in a while. Jordan, he unfortunately had 2 back row and just an Ecclesia, and I Lightning Stormed him, and he just scooped. Then the last card on my side deck is 3 Talents. This card is broken. It literally says on Pot of Greed, Graceful, not Graceful Trade, Pot of Greed, Shade of Heart, or Forceful Sentry. You have to pick which one you want. This card's gonna get really good when Dragoon comes out. Because they'll negate a card, and then you'll steal their Dragoon, and then their Dragoon says, I get to pop cards on your field. Yeah. That's pretty much the profile. Matchups are kind of irrelevant. I mean, we have majority meta here now. And I played pretty much all the meta decks. The only one that stands out is maybe the Infernoid Numeron deck. Oh, Pendulums too, but it was Triff's build, so I mean, like, it's just...
Best deck.
Yeah, best deck, as Triff would say. No disrespect to the guy. The guy's created himself an empire. I just don't know how. And I guess if you build it, they will come. And he built the sanctuary for weebs.
Any changes you'd like to apply to the deck, or?
Everything's pretty good. I mean, the extra deck doesn't really matter. So it's just like whatever. I can play whatever cards I really want to play in the deck, which is amazing. The side deck is really just for like my meta, and I usually I try to have at least 4 to 6 cards I can set against every deck here. Whereas like at like a bigger event, I wouldn't play these cards really, because I'll probably see Mirror Match a lot more, and it's not really like the only card that's really good against Mirror Match is, well, the Invoke version is the Drone Locks. So that's that. Oh, these would probably be Lava Golems, because Lava Golem is really good against majority of the meta decks because they always end on one monster that negates, at least one monster that negates, and maybe like a Herald. It's like Savage Herald all time, so just Lava Golem them, and then you just kill it with your Eldlich. But the only reason why I like this is because it'll come back to you, and then you just make this. And then they have to deal with this, which is even worse.
It's a pain in the ass. Alright, any shout outs you want to give out?
No, everybody sucks. I'm just kidding. Especially David.
Shout out to my mid-breaker field that I didn't use.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Adamance player drawing mid-breaker field and summoning 2 monsters, getting imperm twice, and then realizing he had mid-breaker field.
No, he realized it after the first turn.
Oh, he realized it after the first one, then he was just like, hey, YOLO. He doesn't have a second one.
Alright, but other than that, we will come back to you guys next time with another deck profile.